Oh, YouTube. I'm sore. This month is rough. I've challenged some of my siblings, my brother-in-law, my friends to row every day. And I'm still lifting, trying to put some size on so I don't shrink and get shriveled, you know? It's rough. Today was, I finished last week, a whole week, and the first week is always the hardest. Your body's just not used to that intensity. I'm sore. My neck's a little stiff, sleeping at night's a little, you know, oof. It's rough. I know what you're thinking right now. Oh no, he's gonna sit here and blab on and talk and just blah, 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 blah. I know, I talk a lot. Do not worry. I have some vlogs coming down the line. You know, maybe at the end of this month, we're gonna release some of them. But right now, you're getting to know me, and I'm getting to know you. A lot of the questions and comments, DMs, things like that I get from you guys is people asking about my workout routine or how I stay motivated. So this video is gonna be my ABCs of working out. I can't even do it, I'm sore. I guess I should start off by talking about myself, go figure. When I was younger, you guys, I was absolutely skinny. I'm talking like stick, twig, beanpole is what I got called all the time. I mean, if I went and met friends' parents for the first time, they'd be like, oh honey, you need to come back, we're gonna fatten you up, come eat more. I ate all the time. I ate like a ravished raccoon, just eating dumpster food, whatever, sugar, candy, sweets, milk, cheese, you know, I ate it all. And I just couldn't keep weight on. I just was like that, I don't know. In fact, here's a picture of before and after Ryan. Funny thing about that picture is I'm in my 20s. I'm in my 20s in both of those pictures. Yes, even the skinny picture. I was skinny. When I first got on Teen Wolf, you guys, it was tough. I mean, I don't know if you remember from the first season when you saw how thin my face was, and that's because I auditioned on a Friday and had to work on a Monday. There was no time for me to bulk up like the other seasons. In order to bulk up, I needed months, and I had to take weight gainer, shakes, things like that, and try to hit 10,000 calories a day. I don't know if you guys count your calories, but 10,000 calories a day is like what Olympic gold medalists do. I mean, it's an athlete thing. I didn't always get to 10,000 calories. Sometimes I got to 8 or 9 or 10. I mean, there were days where I'd eat so much I'd want to throw up, and a couple times I did. The most disgusting thing about that is once you throw up, you have to eat again. Not the food that you just threw up, that would be terrible. But you have to eat new food to replenish the food that you just threw up. It was a full-time job having to eat like that. In fact, it ruined food for me. I know what you guys are thinking. I've heard this before. Like, oh my gosh, it must suck, Ryan, to get to eat cakes and hamburgers. And no, it wasn't like that. You're still trying to eat clean. So it's a lot of like chicken, dried chicken and rice. And trust me, I would cheat and eat hamburgers and things like that too. Try to stay sane. I was so thin that they weren't necessarily too worried about being super strict because my body would burn it off. But again, it was a full-time job. It sucked. I mean, it was nonstop, and I did it for years. Thankfully now in my 30s, I don't have as hard of a time putting on weight. But if I stopped lifting and stopped eating like I do, I would lose weight. I would get back down to pretty skinny. It's hard. It's a full-time job for me to keep weight on. So with that, you guys, working out has been a part of my life. It just has. I mean, it goes hand in hand, especially when you're on a TV show where you run by a twig and your clothes come off. I had to be in good shape. One of the hardest things to do is to have been in a routine, had success, and then fallen out of it for whatever reason, whether it's through a job, a death in the family, something, you know, something in life. There's many excuses or reasons that happen that can throw us out of our routine. And it's so discouraging once you're far out of it to try to get back in, because you know how hard you had to work to get to that point, and you know the mountain that's ahead of you. So day one is like, it's so heartbreaking and so discouraging. But you guys, staying consistent is key. So even if it's your first day, just start off slow, start off small, and slowly build. But make your goals, go every day. Or if your goal is 3 days a week, go 3 days a week, okay? Hit those goals. B, try and come up with a plan. That is super important, like I was just talking about. Before you decide, hey, I'm gonna change my life, I'm gonna get everything in order, come up with a plan. Don't just do that and then not really think about it. Like I said, if you can only work out 3 days a week, figure out those days that you're gonna be working out and try to plan that. Try to stick to it. Be like, I'm gonna go Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Or maybe you can only go Wednesdays and Sundays in the afternoon. But have a plan and stick to it. It's definitely important. Also, you guys, set realistic goals, okay? So if you say, I'm gonna work 6 days a week and you can't do that, or it's gonna be really hard for you to do that, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Same thing, if you're like, I'm gonna run for 3 hours twice a week, but you don't really do that, start slow, set realistic goals, break those goals, and then make new ones, okay? C, everybody's body is different. It's super important, you guys. When I started working out, I had everyone, left or right, telling me how to do certain things, and it was always different. I'd meet a trainer like this and another trainer, professionals that would have different opinions, friends that tried this, oh my gosh, this works for me. It was through trial and error that I learned what works for me. Same thing with diets, you guys. I have friends who swear by being keto, or high protein, or low protein, low carb, high carb. I mean, there's all different types of stuff. Moderation, things like that. Again, find out what works for you, trial and error. Don't just assume that it's gonna automatically work for you. Try it out, see how you feel, and if you're not really, vibing with it, try something else. Again, you know your body better than anyone else. You know how you feel. So if you're not feeling good off something, your energy is low, it's probably not working for you. Same thing with lifting or injuries. If you have a busted knee that you hurt like 2 years ago and it's still not fully recovered, or you're not quite sure, and you're doing something that your friend's like, oh no, you're fine, just push, it's supposed to hurt, and you feel something, stop, okay? Stop. You know what's going on in your body, not another person. And the worst thing you can do is hurt yourself. So take it slow and try trial by error. D, find a workout buddy. It's really important. Someone that holds you accountable. So the days that you're not really feeling it or you're trying to slack, they call you up and they're like, no, not today, get over here. Having a workout buddy is crucial if you're really trying to push yourself. It's a really hard thing to do, to try to find someone on your same schedule. So it's not always easy, I'll definitely say that. I've definitely had to learn to motivate myself solo, because finding a workout buddy is not always the easiest thing to do, especially if you have a weird schedule. But if you can find one, it is super important. You push them and they push you. And even on days where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kind of go chill, all of a sudden I see them throwing up bigger weight and I'm like, I can do that. And then I start pushing it. And next thing you know, I have a killer workout, and that's because I had someone there pushing me. Finding someone that you can work out with is really important if you can do it, okay? E, stop comparing yourself to celebrities. That's not fair. Celebrities have personal coaches, multiple personal coaches, private chefs, meal plans, like prepped throughout their entire day, personal assistants that carry around snacks for them, keep them on task. They have supplements that are top notch from incredible supplement companies. I mean, given to them for free. Like, it's just an endless supply. Whereas if a regular person had to do it, they have to pay tons and tons of money for that stuff. Celebrities don't necessarily have to do that. And a lot of times, you guys, when you see them on magazine covers or things like that, they're still photoshopped. So even though they're in incredible shape, I'm not trying to knock them, they don't look like that. No, okay, that's Photoshop. That's smoke and mirrors, lighting, shading, a bunch of different things to make them look like Greek gods, okay? In fact, when I was on Team Wolf, you guys, and I was working out a lot, I was in incredible shape. My friends from home, back where I grew up, would be like, dude, how do you find the motivation to work out like that? Like, how do you do it, man? Teach me your tips and tricks, your secrets. And I would be like, well, number one, I don't have a 9 to 5 like you. That would be the hardest thing in the world. And a lot of you that have 9 to 5s don't actually have 9 to 5s. It's like 8 or 7 to 6, 7, 8 at night, with travel or family, you come back, you have kids. Like, that is the hardest thing in the world, is to have a 9 to 5, a real life, to then continue to work out and be consistent on it. I have a lot of extra free time as an actor. I don't even just choose, I assume that with that free time, I'm supposed to work on my body, because my body is part of being an actor, right? I go for roles where I'm in shape. Parrish was a police officer. He's supposed to be in shape. If I ran by a twig, my shirt came off. I want to be in good shape, okay? So I put in the effort because I have extra time. So for those of you at home that don't have the extra time, it's not fair. Don't compare yourself to celebrities. Okay, this is a big one, F. For those of you that do go to a gym, or whether you're doing at home or this or that, put your phone on silent or leave it in the car. I see so many people at the gym sitting and texting for like 5 minutes before they do anything. I mean, I understand it. The phone can be super distracting. Same thing at my house. It's extremely hard for me to work out here because I know my computer is just a room over and I can go look at things. Distractions keep you from working hard. So try to put your phone on silent, get in, work your butt off, and get out, okay? Don't waste time. G, music. I don't know about you guys, but when I work out, music is super, super important. I need up-tempo EDM blaring in my ear that makes me so I can't sit still. I have to work out, okay? EDM for me goes like, if I hear EDM, my brain's like, wait, am I working out? Oh, like, I love it. It pumps me up and it keeps me going. But whatever music it is that you do, have a great playlist, because music can definitely distract our minds from how terrible it is to work out. I hate working out, but if I'm listening to good music, it makes it a little bit better, okay? So have a solid playlist, or at least find something on YouTube that you put down on your phone, or get a list on Spotify. Just have some good music, okay? And some of you guys like listening to podcasts. I don't know how you guys do that, but anything to help distract you while you're doing this miserable task we call working out. H. This one's important, you guys. Start off slow. I can't stress that enough, you guys. Your first week or your second week, go slow. Go half of what you want to do, okay? The worst thing you can do is pull a muscle or hurt yourself, because then you're stopping everything. I mean, you can't continue to go to the gym. Or, like myself, I'm just telling you guys, I'm really sore. I'm pretty sore, but it's good. I know how my body is. I didn't push it too hard. It's definitely stiff and it feels good. I know I had a really tough week, but I didn't make it impossible to continue working out. In the past, I've gone way too hard on legs to where I literally couldn't walk the next day. So I couldn't work out for that day or 4 days after that, and it set me back. In the beginning, you guys, start off slow. You know, get those muscles used to lifting, your ligaments, your joints. You do not want to push yourself, okay? This one's easy. Sleep and rest. Both extremely important, okay? Do it. J, diet. I hate this one. It sucks, you guys. For me, to put on weight, my diet was crucial. I had to be hitting that calories. I had to be doing it. It sucked. Some people losing weight, diet is also really key. You guys, if you eat nothing but Mountain Dew, cupcakes, sugars, sodas, whatever it is, you know, pizzas, pastas, come on, just think logically. That can't be good for your body. So if you're wondering why you can't lose weight and your diet is terrible, you gotta try to start eating healthier, okay? I know salads don't taste the best, but if you start eating them, they actually taste better. You know, I used to hate salads. Like when I was younger, I was like, oh, why would I ever eat a salad? The more I eat it, the more I like it. In fact, now I crave salads. I try to eat healthy. It doesn't always work, trust me, I'm not perfect. But diet actually does matter. There's tons of different diets out there. Try to find the one that works for you, like I was talking about earlier. But diet, sadly, is key. Okay, stretching, okay? Now for you young ones listening, I'm not gonna say it's not important for you, because it is really important, but when I was younger, I never stretched. I was like, why would I stretch? As you get older, it's definitely important. I have to stretch sometimes, or I'll pull something. Thankfully, it's not like I don't have to stretch for like 2 hours like some people I know in the gym, but I just have to warm my body up and get the blood flowing so I don't hurt myself. Stretching is important, you guys. You do not want to hurt yourself. Just like I was talking about earlier, you never want to go right into the gym and go full blast. You know, you're gonna hurt something. That's how athletes get hurt. You know, they just go way too hard, way too quick. Stretching and warming up is super important. If you're lifting, don't go for a max rep right off the bat. Build your way up so you don't hurt yourself. L. If you're feeling like a loser, mix it up. I just mean if you're down and you're bored of the workout, change it up. You guys, there's a boatload of different exercises out there. Like I said, walking is an exercise. Get out, get some fresh air. Riding a bike is amazing. A scooter, rowing, gymnastics, skateboarding, hiking. There's tons of different kinds. Yoga. There are so many different activities. Pilates. Like I said, I like to weightlift. Biking, swimming, kayaking, surfing. I mean, there's so many different things. If you're bored, change it up. Do something that you actually enjoy. You know, that makes working out so much more enjoyable. I hate working out. So if I can make it even the slight, teeny bit enjoyable, I'm gonna do it. M. Everything in moderation. Okay? I mean, just like I said, diet, lifting, whatever it is, CrossFit, do not get to the point where you're doing it too much, or you know, it's hurting or taking away from your life. I've definitely seen people get addicted, especially when you start seeing results. It can get really addicting when you're like, ooh, I'm getting a muscle right here that I never, ooh, I look good in the mirror, finally. You know, you can get addicted to it. Don't ruin your life. You know, don't hurt yourself. Everything in moderation. Same thing with diets. Please don't starve yourself, okay? Don't just jump right into something that you've never even done your research on, because your body might not take that, okay? Slow and steady, everything in moderation, fairly simple. N. This is my top secret one. I put it towards the back because, you know, it is not for everyone, okay? In fact, I don't recommend this. I try to cut out caffeine in my life because I take this. Pre-workout, you guys. Pre-workout is my secret. It makes me go crazy. I get the jitters. Now here's the thing. There are tons of different pre-workouts out there. Like I said, moderation. If you're gonna try this and you're like, oh, I wanna try a pre-workout, like, take half of whatever it suggests and try to see how your tolerance is, because some pre-workouts make me go crazy and I itch or I don't like it, but I found a couple that I really like. And if I take that, here's my trick. Every day, I hate working out. I mean, I hate it. I come up with a million excuses of why I shouldn't or why I should take today off. Or, oh, I feel like I'm getting a little sick. My chest kind of hurts. Maybe I'm coming down with a cold. I shouldn't work out today. No, it's a lot of times it's in my head. But if I take 1 scoop of pre-workout, I shake that up in water and I drink it, by the time, within 30 minutes, there is no way I'm not working out. So that's my thing. I always say, okay, if I can take this pre-workout and still not want to go, then I'm not going. I take that scoop because it's kind of, you know, now I'm used to the flavor. It's like fruit punch. It tastes good. Some of them taste bad. The one that I have tastes good. And once I take that, within 30 minutes, I'm like, whoa, let's go to the gym. And I have to go. And I have to get that energy out. It's my secret. Like I said, please, 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 if you're going to try pre-workout, dip your toes in slow because it can be intense. It can be crazy. I used to drink tons of caffeine, so it really didn't affect me that much, or not anywhere like I've seen some people who go off the rails. But because I take pre-workout every day or every time I work out, I've now cut back on my caffeine because I'm like, this can't be good for me. Remember, like I said, moderation. But pre-workout is my top secret. Shh. Oh, and this is the last one. H2O. Drink your water, you guys. Water is super important, especially when you're working out. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Drink your water, even when you're not working out. It's great for you, okay? Okay, you guys, like I said, it's gonna be a short and sweet video. I'm not a professional trainer. I didn't go to school. I don't have a degree. So you probably shouldn't listen to anything that I just said, okay? Take it with a grain of salt. What? There are some amazing YouTube channels out there with some great content, okay? Check them out. They're way more qualified than me. But I wanted to give you guys something. I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to discuss a little bit here and there. And like I said, maybe down the line, I'll actually let you guys see some of my workouts. I've got it down for me and maybe can help you. I don't know. But in the meantime, you guys, make sure you check out the Toodles merchandise, okay? We got some sweet stuff in there. Also, if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. Comment down below. And hopefully I see you guys pretty soon, okay? Toodles.